Hello and welcome back to another YouTube video. Hi, I'm Speeder. Okay, so it has been a bit. I have been taking a break from YouTube. I took a video last night, not sure if I'm going to post it on the Books channel. So, but obviously this is on Keeper of the Movies. Or at least it should be if I upload it to the right place this time. I might have made a mistake once or twice. Switched it around though, so nobody noticed. So I've decided to start a new kind of series thing with the MCU. Big fan of the MCU. Yes, I'm a DC fan, but I'm also a Marvel fan. Love them all. I've already done Arrowverse videos, Avatar videos, all that sorts of stuff. Right now, I've seen the entire MCU. Well, I've seen all the movies, and I've seen WandaVision, and currently today, Thursday, the 27th, I think, I have seen up to date on Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I haven't seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or this Inhumans thing, or any of that kind of thing, but I have seen all the Iron Man movies, all the Captain America movies. I've seen, unfortunately, the Incredible Hulk, all the Thor movies, Thor Dark World included. I've seen all the Guardians of the Galaxy, all the team-ups. I've seen everything. Yes, I've seen the Spider-Man movies. I've seen Doctor Strange, Black Panther. Yeah, I've seen all of them, right? WandaVision was great, loved it. A little bit confused at first, I think everyone was, but it got really good, and I really liked it. But at the moment, for the movies, Black Widow will come out in May, and I'm super excited for that, but for now, I've decided to rewatch the MCU and do written reviews on each of them. I was just rewatching it to like connect the dots, and I got to Captain America the Winter Soldier, because the first time I watched it, which was actually rather recently, because I wasn't allowed to watch PG-13 movies until a certain age, which is somewhere between the ages of 11 and 17. I will not say what those are. But anyways, yeah, so I watched the entire MCU recently. Like I said, not the entire MCU, all the movies, and WandaVision, Falcon, and the Winter Soldier. Anyways, sorry, I'm going off topic. Yeah, so I was rewatching, and I got, so yeah, sorry, gosh, my thoughts are everywhere. The first time I watched it, recently, I watched it in chronological order, as in I started with Captain America the First Avenger, which I think was kind of a mistake, so now I'm rewatching it in release order, which I know it would have been better if I watched it in release order first and then watched it in chronological order second, but, you know, it's fine. What's done is done, you can't be undone. But anyways, yeah. So, I'm rewatching it in release order, so I started with Iron Man 1, which I rewatched, and I rewatched it a third time today, just like, I don't know, 15 minutes ago or so. I finished it maybe 20 minutes ago? I don't know. But if I do post that update video on Keeper the Books, I had, or may still have, a stomach bug, we think. I have a fever now, so that's why I'm not at school. School is still in session at this time, I believe. Not 100% certain on that one, but, you know. Haven't looked at the clock in a while. But I rewatched Iron Man 1 because my schoolwork is confusing at the moment, and I have no idea what my teachers actually want me to do. So yeah. Rewatched Iron Man 1 for a third time, because the second time I got to rewatch of Captain America the Winter Soldier. I think I finished it a second time, and so that would have been It's after Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Thor: The Dark World comes before it. Might be Age of Ultron, might be Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not sure exactly. But yeah. I got to that point. Now I rewatched Iron Man 1 to do a review on it rather than just to connect the dots. So I've established a bit of a plan for both solo and team-up movies. I have a slightly different plan for like team-up movies, which, in my opinion, does include Captain America: Civil War, not just Avengers, Age of Ultron, Infinity War, and Endgame. But yeah, I'm counting Civil War in that. Basically, I rank 9 different things, give it a rating between 1 through 5, that are aspects of each of the movies. You have story, action, the main character, this is solo films, the villain, humor, character arcs, then humor, then yes moments, which are like, you know, like, if you've seen Infinity War, you have the "Bring me Thanos" scene with Thor. If that didn't give you goosebumps, you must be unemotional. Because it gave me goosebumps, and I'm pretty sure I might have cheered, but you know. So, it's one of those kinds of moments, like, they kind of stick with you, or like they're really epic, and you love it. You love it. There were a few of those in Iron Man 1, but yeah, and then there's death scenes and side characters after that. And I decided to rate them, each of those sections 1 through 5, add up all the points, and that is the rating out of 45 on the movie. So I have done this. I took notes on this paper while watching the movie, and then wrote a script on this paper. Filled it completely up, and got the whole rating and everything. Okay, so yeah, this is a review and rating of Iron Man 1, which, by the way, after I finish rating all of them, I want to do a video. I'll probably do it, though there is a possibility I won't, where I rank each of them based on the rating that they got in these rating videos. I think that'll be fun, and so I'm going to do that. And I'm still basically doing the intro, and we're already 8 minutes in, and this is going great. Sorry, my voice is a little iffy at the moment, because I threw up like 10 times yesterday. Yeah. Anyways, okay, let's get started. The first section that needs to be talked about is the story. The story in this movie really sets off so much in the MCU. This was the original MCU film, so that kind of makes sense. The film starts out with Tony Stark, so this is basically a summary. The film starts out with Tony Stark driving in a military vehicle down a dirt road. He is then attacked by weapons from his own company. You then go back in time to dive into Tony's playboy, I don't really care right now attitude. Okay. I think I'm gonna say a few things about that in here. This really pulls things around like the video. I don't even understand my own notes. We're good. Okay. Okay. You are also introduced to Colonel James Rhodes, aka Rhodey, and Pepper. After all that, you are taken to a cave where Tony is being kept. You discover he has been, he has shrapnel in his chest that could kill him. He and his mentor character, who I am terrible for not remembering the name of, are forced to build a powerful missile called the Jericho. Tony instead makes the original Iron Man suit. He then escapes. His mentor dies, leaving an impact on Tony. The rest of the movie is basically Tony deciding not to build weapons, building and improving Iron Man suits, and stopping people with his weapon. stopping people with his suits. Oh, stopping people with his weapons. People that have his weapons, in other words. There's the reveal that Obadiah Stane is a villain and ordered a hit on Tony. Then there's a final fight between them. And the press conference at the end. I think there could have been... Okay, I think there could have been ways to improve the story. Okay, I think there could have been ways that they could have improved the story of the film, but again, this was like the introduction film to the MCU. I'm doing a little off script because my own script doesn't make much sense. But it was a really good story, and it is intriguing, but it's a possibility that I have less appreciation for it because it wasn't the first film that I saw, since I saw Cap the First Avenger first, and that still sticks with me as one of my favorite MCU films. But so does Iron Man 1. Iron Man 1 is my favorite Iron Man film. Love it. By the way, this is completely my personal opinion. Educated personal opinion, but a personal opinion. So if you have a different opinion on these things, that's your opinion. You can have your opinion. Don't fight me. Okay? Please, I'm not here for conflict. Just stating my opinion. Anyways, okay. It still had a really good story in many parts of it. So I give it a 3 out of 5 on story, which basically means it had a good story, but not mind-blowing. Yeah, so a 3 isn't bad. A 2 or a 1 is bad, and I don't think I gave a 2... Yeah, I didn't give a 2 or a 1 on anything in this movie. Nothing was bad. But a 4 or a 5... A 4 is like, this is really good, I like this. It wasn't perfect, but I really liked this. A 5 is like, this is near perfection. Nothing's perfect, obviously, but this is near perfection. So... Yeah, 3 is like, this is in between. It's good, but it's not amazing, and it's not near perfection. But it's not bad. Okay, next is the action section. This movie had really great action that really improved the film. Mainly, the action is Tony in a suit attacking people. You also have the military attacking Tony, not knowing it was Tony. Then there's the final battle between Tony and Ironmonger. Mongrel? Don't remember his name. Gosh, okay. That was good, but could use some work. Again, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 on action because though it did have good action, there could have been more action. So, what I was trying to say here was, there is action in this film, and it is good. I love the action. However, there are other films in the MCU that have so much better action. Cap First Avenger, Cap Winter Soldier, Infinity War, Endgame. There's so many Avengers that's like my favorite part of that movie is the action. Even freaking Incredible Hulk, it was kind of on par with action with Iron Man 1 because in my opinion, action is like the only redeeming feature of the Incredible Hulk. I hate that movie. Okay. Again, this is my personal opinion, but it's like, it is my least favorite MCU movie, Thor Dark World being a second there. I think those two were the major flops of the MCU, and also one that could be considered a flop, in my opinion, is Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It was good humor, but not much else. Yeah. Next is the main character. Obviously, the main character of this film is Tony Stark. Tony gives snarky comments all the time. He is very smart. He's a genius, playboy, philanthropist. Genius, playboy, billionaire, philanthropist. Sorry. By the way, did I mention that this gives huge spoilers for the entire MCU? You're welcome. I forgot to mention that earlier. But if you hadn't guessed that already, at least it would contain spoilers for Iron Man 1, which I feel like most people have seen that one, but some people haven't. So I'm sorry. I don't do non-spoiler reviews on this particular channel. Keep it the books if you want to get book reviews that have non-spoiler, mostly. Slip up a few times. Not the best at keeping spoilers away. So yeah, he's a planner, he's crafty, he's playboy, he has a gigantic ego, and I put, he has a big ego, and that can sometimes land him in trouble. Overall, he's one of my favorite characters, but not like a top 3 favorites kind of deal. Cap, one of my favorite characters. Same with Natasha, but I have some issues with each of the characters in the MCU. Peter, obviously, love Peter, awesome. I recently watched the first 2, the Amazing Spider-Man movies. I haven't seen the original trilogy yet with Tobey Maguire, but I'm gonna watch that very soon, probably next week. Not doing reviews on them, but I hear they're not always considered to be the best, but I liked the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Obviously, I liked Homecoming and especially Far From Home better, but you know, we're good. Okay. So I'm giving main character a 4 out of 5 because of some major flaws with Tony. So again, 4 out of 5. It was amazing, but it wasn't to that near perfection point. So I love Tony, but he's not in those top 3, so he's getting a 4 out of 5 for the main characters. So you have a 3, a 3, and a 4. Okay. Next you have the villains of the film. In other words, Obadiah Stane and the leader of the Ten Rings. These villains are great and bring a certain something kind of thing to the film. I think I was trying to say something about menacing. I think Obadiah, Ironmonger, he's a good villain. He is. However, not one of my favorites. Like Loki. Loki is one of my top favorites in the MCU. Love him. Thanos. Awesome. Villain. Not person. Please not person. Thanos is a great villain. Loki's a great villain. And he has, in my opinion, a good redemption arc in the end. In Infinity War. At his death. But even though he's not perfect, even though he's not perfect or even truly amazing, he still deserves a 3 out of 5. So yeah, like I was trying to say, he's a good villain, but he's not an amazing villain. He's kind of one of those, they did really well with him, I think, but he still has that one flaw of being a type of villain who has that generic thing with, it's the same exact thing as your main character, your main hero, but bigger and evil. Right, like Incredible Hulk, you have the Abomination is like the Hulk, but bigger and evil. Right? Heck, even Captain America, the freaking first Avenger, Red Skull, maybe bigger, but evil, for sure. I mean, he is head Hydra at that time. Till he goes off to freaking guard the Mind Stone. Till he's needed again. When he guards the Mind Stone is when he's needed again. Okay. Okay. Next is character arcs. This is one of the movie's strong suits. Tony is the character that I think goes through the most growth and change throughout the MCU. That is so true. So true. Tony goes through so much character development. Civil War and Infinity War and Endgame. Those 3 movies, even Avengers, kind of Age of Ultron, but like, not really. It's more like Avengers and Civil War and Infinity War and Endgame. He goes through so much character development and so much. He has the biggest development of all of the characters in the MCU, in my opinion. In this movie, he does grow in a lot of ways, but he is certainly not perfect. I give 4 out of 5 on character arcs. So that's a good point. It's a 3-3, 4-3-4, I think. Yeah, 3-3, 4-3-4. 4 more sections to go. Okay. Next is humor. My goodness, this is another strong suit for this movie. This film has so many funny moments. Can I mention the test of the thrusters on the Iron Man suit? If you guys remember watching Iron Man, if you've seen it recently, if you saw it in the past and you still remember, there was a scene where, so Tony's in his, like, kind of lab-ish area, the place where he does engineering, right? Jarvis is and stuff like that, right? Tony is testing the thrusters and he puts them to 10%. And he gets himself knocked back against the wall. Gets me every time. It was a brilliant moment. Sorry, I just had some nausea. That was weird. Not really weird. Stomach bug, but you know. Okay. This film had... Okay. Yeah, that one is a favorite. Overall, I give a 5 out of 5 on humor for this one, as it has amazing humor and great moments. Yes, this movie's, I think, biggest strong suit is the humor. It didn't have the best action or anything like that. The story could use some work, right? But the best thing, in my opinion, in Iron Man 1 was the humor. And I love it, so I give it a 5. Okay. Next is the yes moments, like the bring me Thanos from Infinity War. I'm gonna be saying that one a lot, and definitely bring it up when I do the Infinity War review, which I am super excited to rewatch that one because I love Infinity War. It is my favorite Marvel movie. It is my favorite. I love it. Okay. I did rewatch Far From Home though with my brother, Steve. That's not his real name. That's his nickname, but you know, I don't divulge real names. Okay, so there are a few of these in this film. You have the first good test flight before the suit is complete. There's also these many times Tony walks away from exploding bombs. Yes, those are good. And of course, the most iconic moment in the movie. The I am Iron Man scene. That line sticks through till the end. Endgame. I am Iron Man. Love it. Such a good one. Yeah, that was definitely a yes moment. That line is wonderful. This movie had a few good scenes like this, but not quite as many as movies like Infinity War or Endgame. I give it a 3 out of 5 on yes moments. Next you have death scenes. There is one true death scene in this movie that was majorly impactful on Tony. It is his mentor death scene. It was impactful and semi-emotional. I give it 4 out of 5. Last, so I got 4 out of 5 on death scenes. Last is side characters. There weren't a ton in this movie. You have Rhodey and Pepper and Coulson and Jarvis. They're all great. The Stan Lee cameo in this movie was a partygoer. I give side characters 4 out of 5 as well. I really like Pepper. She's awesome. Coulson is pretty cool. Like him too. Haven't seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I know he's in that. I'd love to watch it soon. I have Netflix. I could go watch it if... I think it's still on there. I'm not sure. Netflix is confusing sometimes. But yeah. So, adding up all the points. You have a 3 in... You have a 3 in the story, a 3 in the action, a 4 in the main character, a 3 in the villain, a 4 in the character arcs, a 5 in the humor, a 3 in the yes moments, a 4 in the death scenes, and a 4 in the side characters. And so all that adds up to 33 out of 45. This was a great movie. It wasn't to that near perfection stage, which is 40 through 45, but it was close. It was close. It was a really good movie, really good way to start off the MCU. I really enjoyed it. It was amazing. Loved Iron Man 1 all 3 times I've seen it. So yeah, that was my review. So 33 out of 45 on Iron Man 1. Great movie. Not 100% perfect, but it was a great movie. So yeah, so the next one I should be doing is The Incredible Hulk, which I am scared to rewatch because, but anyways, I am going to rewatch it. Should be able to pick it up from the public library either today or tomorrow, or if not, sometime very soon. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.